guys, welcome back. Today is all about beauty talk terminology and phrases that beauty gurus use, and I'm here to decipher them and let you know what the heck they mean. And I did do some research for this video just so I know that for a fact that I'm giving you the correct and right information. So let's go ahead into this translation. So we're going to start basically from the face and move all the way to the eyes, because the eyes and different eyeshadows is what really kind of messes with people, and what the heck is what does it mean? A lot of the times beauty influencers reference the base. So the base is your face, usually your foundation, concealer, powder, that all is included in your base. The phrasing of contouring and highlighting. The concept of contouring and really knowing what it means took me years. I was so confused when I first started doing makeup what the heck contour meant. They would just say, yeah, contour this. So I was like, okay, is it a product? Is it a method? Like, I had no idea. I was so confused. I googled it, what is contour? Nothing answered my question. This could be in a whole video itself because it can be pretty in depth, but basically, so you want to take a powder or a cream product that is going to emphasize the natural shadows of your face that you already have. You want a natural indentation in your cheekbones. Putting the contour in the hollow of your cheek defines and makes your cheekbone pop. Contouring your nose on the sides makes this center part pop, or right here on the bottom of your lips makes your lip look a little bit poutier. But usually contour is an ashier tone like this middle shade right there, and that is what you use to put in the natural shadows of your face. And then the reverse of contouring is highlighting. Highlighting does not just mean the product highlight, which is what I have on my cheekbones. Highlighting means bringing to the surface of your face. It's what you want to be shown and obvious and brightened. So a lot of the times people highlight with their concealers. So usually under your eyes, that is a huge area to brighten up and highlight the face. Your chin, your nose, and the center of your forehead. These are all areas that are naturally highlighted, so what we're doing is just emphasizing it even more by using brightening powders or light colored concealers. So the eyes, this is going to be the majority of the video just because there's so many different words for what people mean when they are dealing with their eye makeup. First off, people say, you know, this eye look looks so good on hooded eyes, or deep set eyes, or almond shaped eyes. Here's a picture showing you the different eye shapes. Some makeup and eyeshadow tricks do not work for the same eye shape. I have deep set eyes, sometimes they're hooded, so when you look straight, this part of your eye will hover down like this, but when I'm looking straight, it's not always hooded, so I think I more so have deep set eyes. Areas of the eye. I personally love to start off any eyeshadow look normally with a transition shade. A transition shade is the middle shade of the ombre effect. So the highlighted, which is the lightest color shadow you use underneath your brow bone, the transition shade is then usually the middle part, and then the deeper color is usually in your outer corner or the very bottom of your lid. So the transition shade or the transition area is usually the middle part of your eye here. That's the gradient to make sure that ombre effect is there. Makeup artists like to describe what they're doing with their eyeshadow by explaining the shape to you. So there's a cat eye, halo eye, cut crease, negative cut crease. If you don't know what those are, it's okay, I'm about to tell you. A cat eye is an eye that naturally starts very thin and expands out. So I kind of have a cat eye today because I just put lashes on my outer lashes right here. When you do a sharp long wing, you're instantly giving yourself a cat eye look. A smoky eye is kind of the opposite of a cat eye. A lot of the times a smoky eye starts with a very light shade in the inner corner of your eye, and then it gradually gets darker near the outer corner of your eye. This instantly lifts from the very beginning, from the very inner corner, it instantly lifts and then gradually sharpens out near the end. Smoky eye just brightens and opens up your eyes instantly. Halo eye is very pretty. It's one of my favorite makeup techniques to use. Basically is when you put a dark color in your inner corner and your outer corner and kind of connect it here in the middle. Kind of connect it in your crease and leave the middle part of your eye blank, or usually a lighter color and usually a shimmer because it looks more dimensional. Next is a cut crease. Makeup artists use concealer to cut their crease just because it's the easiest way, and it's an instant primer for your eyeshadow. So you do your eyeshadow like normal, you blend it out, or as some people say, buff it out. Just means blend it out. And yeah, you might get color down here that you only want in your crease and your outer corner. That's when you would take a tiny, tiny little concealer brush like this, or really this because it's really tiny and a lot more control. Take some of the concealer off the concealer wand and you carve out the area that you want. So usually people stop right here. And then it creates a super sharp contrast between that light shade and then your crease shade. It opens up your eyes and it looks so pretty. A negative cut crease is the opposite of just a natural cut crease. So say I wanted to do a negative cut crease with my eyeshadow today. What I would do is take this concealer on this little brush and I would just drag the concealer just in my crease area. So I would go like this, follow my natural crease and kind of wing it out like this. I would have this negative space between my eyeshadows. So it would be that corally shade eyeshadow up top and then a blank negative space and then my bright pink here on the bottom. Let's go to matte, luminous, and satin. What the heck is satin? That concept confused me as well. I had no idea what it was and nobody really knew what it was. They just kept saying it but couldn't explain it. So, okay. It's a satin. So a satin product is a product that's not a matte and it's not a glitter or a dewy product. It's literally smack dab in the middle. I have two products to show you as an example. Right here I have the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. It's a satin. It's not a true matte, so it's not transfer proof, but it's not a gloss or a just a regular lip cream, so they're not gonna say a lip cream. So I'm not sure why they just didn't say satin lip, but instead they said soft matte. Okay. Another product I have that is a satin product, even though again, they did not say it in the name, is this Essence Luminous Matte Bronzer. First of all, there is no such thing as a luminous matte because either you have luminosity, which is glowy and dewy, or you have a matte, which matte is just flat. There is no dimension to it whatsoever. So really, they should have named this satin bronzer. This has the tiniest glow to it. It's not super noticeable, but there is kind of a sheer to it. That is why they say luminous matte. But in reality, there's no such thing as a luminous matte. Different types of eyeshadow. Foiled eyeshadow, baked eyeshadow, pressed glitter. What does it mean? What does it mean? I honestly still did not know the difference between a foiled eyeshadow and a pressed glitter. It looks the freaking same to me, but I guess the technicality and the way it is dispensed into the pan is totally different, making it a totally different product. Foiled eyeshadow. This one still confuses me, okay? Because the process of foiling an eyeshadow is when you, the consumer, personally wet your product before the application. So this is when you have a glitter eyeshadow and you decide to spray your brush with a setting spray or primer spray, wetting your brush, then picking up the eyeshadow product so it's like, boom, that much more pigmented. That is a process of foiling an eyeshadow. So when companies come out and say they already have a foiled eyeshadow in their palette, or how about just a glitter eyeshadow? Is that what you mean? Yeah, you can mix it with cream, which makes it pigmented, but then that's just a pressed glitter. Like, that's literally what a pressed glitter is as well. The only thing that I can come up with what a foiled eyeshadow really means is that it's super metallic and that it's super pigmented, that the color payoff is there, but really the consumer, as a consumer, you would have to foil the eyeshadow yourself. Duochrome. Duochrome is an eyeshadow that has 2 different colored pigments in it, and that creates more dimension as well. I guess we're all about the dimension on the eyes, making them pop. I have 2 examples of a duochrome. Glitter, there's usually a base of an eyeshadow, and then the glitter hue of the eyeshadow. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Palette. This color right here, Trendy, super pigmented, super creamy. Okay, but if I swatch this on my hand, you see at the end it's just kind of like brown, and then the rest of my finger, it will just be brown. So that is an example of a duochrome where the base is darker than the actual glitter hue itself. Another example of a duochrome, this is the shade Sissy and the Jaclyn Hill palette. This one is a little bit different as a duochrome. So this one is pink. If I put my hand like this, it is pink, but when I put it in the sunlight, it turns gold. So this is a duochrome that literally has 2 different types of glitter into it to make that effect. Okay, let's go on to pressed glitters. When a palette claims that it has pressed glitters, it is pressed glitter. That is what it is. It is glitter mixed with a cream, and it is pressed into the eyeshadow pan. That is all that a pressed glitter is. That's it. That's it. Last but not least is baked eyeshadow, or baked products in general. I have baked blushes and baked bronzers more than I do eyeshadows. I don't think it's the most popular method to pan eyeshadows. Here I have a baked blush. This is the Milani baked blush. These products are baked, as they imply, but they are baked instead of pressed. The products are merely just put into a pan and then they are baked. Baked products usually means that they are smoother, that the application is smoother. I think there is a huge difference between using a normally pressed and a baked product. It's a way smoother application and it just looks more seamless to me. So that was just some basic terminology that I get questions about, and they are tricky. A lot of them are similar, but knowing these words will improve your makeup application. Now you know what they all are, and you can use them for yourself and see which products work best for you. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and please subscribe if you haven't already. It seriously means a lot, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.